There's a lot going on inside of the Elder Scrolls Online this week and next week. There's a lot of changes happening. Of course, we did have a big new reward system launching in game today, a major update 50 reveal stream happening this week, and the first ever ESO Season Direct coming next week. If you've been wondering what the future of ESO looks like, both short and long term, the next couple of weeks are going to give us a lot more answers about what's happening in the Elder Scrolls Online for the next few months and for the rest of the year. So let's break down everything happening across the next few days and weeks, starting with the big one that just landed in game today, the Gold Coast Bazaar. It is officially live in game today, March the 25th, and it is one of the biggest reward system changes ESO has ever made. And just to kind of clear up some confusion, because I have seen this question asked online, there's not a specific zone you have to go to find the new Gold Coast Bazaar. It is a built-in tab that is in the UI within the Crown Store. This is where you will spend your trade bars to unlock collectibles that were previously scattered across multiple different systems in game. Systems like daily login rewards, golden pursuits, chapter community challenges, Twitch drops, Prime gaming promotions, and seasonal reward events. All of this is now centralized into one storefront, and this is the way that the devs want to kind of do rewards going forward. This is a new ESO reward hub, and it is being designed to make sure players don't miss out on cosmetics, pets, mounts, and other collectibles just because they were not online during a specific event window, or even for brand new players. You may have missed out on all this stuff if you just started playing the game. So this is going to give players the option to be able to collect some of these things from past events and promotions. This is a massive shift for ESO's reward economy. Now that we have moved away from event tickets after Update 49, everything has been converted into trade bars. And the Bazaar is the first real look at how the new system works. It reduces that worry that players have about getting items. It gives them more control and sets the foundation for the upcoming seasonal model. ESO wants rewards to be accessible, organized, and player driven, not tied to a random login window or a one-time promotion. The Bazaar's launch today is just the beginning. The devs have already said they will be adding more items into the Bazaar, introducing new trade bar bundles, updating the UI for Season 0, and preparing the first wave of seasonal challenges and rewards. So this is kind of a soft launch, I guess you would say, of the new reward ecosystem. The next several weeks is when it will really start to kind of take shape, and we'll kind of understand more about how the store will work going forward. Of course, once you look in the store, just keep in mind some of these items will stay. They say some things are going to be permanent fixtures inside of the store and some things will rotate in and out. I'm sure we're going to get more information as time goes forward about what they will be doing within the store, like if they're going to have specific like events or things coming to the store each week, every few days, whatever the case could be there. So kind of get familiar with the layout before Season 0 hits, because I'm sure the store will see a lot of changes and new things kind of coming in and out, of course, going forward. But this is, like I said, the new era of rewards in the Elder Scrolls Online, and I think a lot of people are really excited about it. ZOS has confirmed a special live stream happening this Thursday, March the 26th at 2 p.m. Eastern. This stream is entirely focused on the player experience updates coming in Update 50. And we've been getting a lot of info about Update 50 over the last few weeks with several different developer live streams. The show will feature the player experience team lead, the same team behind the massive quality of life overhaul in Update 49. So we saw some great changes for quality of life in Update 49, and in my opinion, probably one of the best quality of life updates we've ever had in ESO. So if you like the direction of Update 49, I think this is going to be an interesting stream to tune into. And I know there's been a lot of questions here on the channel about when Update 50 launches. We don't have a specific date just yet, but in some previous live streams, the devs did say Update 50 will most likely be out sometime in June, so we still have several months before that does launch. While ZOS has not revealed the specifics just yet, the focus on the base game player experience kind of gives us a good idea of what we could expect to see kind of be covered within this, of course, live stream. I'm hoping they're going to modernize more of the older systems, probably some more UI and UX improvements. I'm assuming they're going to talk about some more different things coming with the, of course, Gold Coast Bazaar, since that's a new thing. They may even start talking about some quality of life improvements with like tutorials and onboarding for new players. And we may get some info about some new reward structures tied to Season 0. There could be a lot of things they could go over here. Those are just some ideas that, or things, I guess, that I'm hoping they talk about. Update 49 was a massive QOL update, and Update 50 looks like it could be kind of following in that same path to where we get some really great quality of life stuff in game. And ESO is in the middle of a big transformation. The team is doing a lot of work to change things in the game compared to how it's been over the last several years. So this stream this Thursday is going to be a very interesting one to watch. And next week on the 31st of March at 3 p.m. Eastern, ZeniMax is hosting the ESO 2026 Season Direct, a full live stream dedicated to the future of ESO's new seasonal structure. This is the first time we'll see how seasons will evolve beyond Season 0, which does launch on April the 2nd. And if you kind of want to understand their vision for how seasons are going to work, this is going to be the show, I think, to really pay attention to, because they're talking about Season 0 and, seasons going forward. The Seasonal Direct will show how seasons will work throughout this entire year, what comes after Season 0, how rewards scale over time, how seasons tie into Update 50 and future updates, and the long-term vision for ESO's second decade. Now that we're getting into that, kind of end of that first decade of the game being out, now we're into a kind of a different phase of the Elder Scrolls Online. This is a big picture stream where they're going to talk about a lot of stuff involving how seasons will work and what the future of ESO's identity will look like. And they said there will be Twitch drops. They're going to give out crates like they do within all their Twitch streams. So 15 minutes is 1 crate, 30 minutes is 3 crates, and 45 minutes will be 5 crates. So this is going to be a good time to hop in and get 9 total crates just for watching this live stream. Make sure that your ESO and Twitch accounts are linked. They did mention that in the post they put out yesterday. So that's everything happening in ESO over the next week. The Gold Coast Bazaar launching today, the Update 50 reveal stream this Thursday, and that massive Season Direct next week on the 31st. This is the most important stretch of ESO news we've had in a while. They're doing a lot more kind of putting this info out there than they have in the past. And they said last year, or at the end of last year, they wanted to communicate more and let everyone know what's going on in game, and they're definitely doing that so far this year. Let me know what you're most excited for. Let me know what you think about the new Gold Coast Bazaar. And of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.